I don't care what I switch up, I still got bars. I had to make this the intro. I'm just telling you what God told me. Look, I'ma start it like this. Look. I got both hands on the Bible. All my angels with me and we attack on arrival. People thanking God, but they don't embrace him like I do. Saying they believe, but in public they in denial. That's just facts, you heard what I said? I'm making them scared. I don't want chest, arms, legs, I'm coming for heads. They flexing on the gram, I still feel like I'm ahead. Cause all that money won't matter the day we dead. God told me. What he say? A lot of us looking foolish, acting like we believers, but doing nothing to prove it. We want them to get us through it and wonder why nothing moving. We thinking our lives are ruined, but look at the things we doing. We posting about life is miserable, saying nobody here for you. Should be thankful he hearing you, even for bowls of cereal. How we praying for miracles while we worship material. How we be hypocritical while we claiming we spiritual. That's dead. I want this life. I'm never afraid. I want this life. I'm never ashamed. I want this life. I'm changing the game. I want this life. They gon' remember the name. Every time I drink, I feel like Lucifer. I ain't lying. Why are all these women so tempting? Get off my timeline. Man, I'm so confused. Like what they look at me stupid for. I'm talking about God too much and they don't think that I'm cool no more. I guess I should be talking about women, drugs, and killing money. I'm not really getting the life I'm not really living. And disrespecting religion, having sex with different women, and blatant carelessly sinning, not thinking about repenting. Wait, let me stop. I'm saying too much. I might be too hazardous. The old me is dead, but I'm back to life like I'm Lazarus. Satan, hear you listening to this. I know he mad at us. All of my depression and still came out looking fabulous. I've been talking like this lately. They say I'm crazy. I suddenly wasn't lazy. I started feeling amazing and everything started changing, like the way I switched the flow. And everybody in my business, but I don't care no more about anybody else's opinion. And I ain't about to be slowed down by something from yesterday. I'm about to pass the word around like a collection plate. I'ma separate the real and fake. I'm about to segregate. Are you ready for Judgment Day? I want this life. I'm never afraid. I want this life. I'm never ashamed. I want this life. I'm changing the game. I want this life. They gon' remember the name. For the longest, I ain't appreciate my life, so this like an anthem to me right here. I'ma do that one more time. I'ma bring the hook back in right here. We gonna do it like this. Okay. Here we go. I want this life. I'm never afraid. I want this life. I'm never ashamed. I want this life. I'm changing the game. I want this life. They gon' remember the name. I want this life. I'm never afraid. I want this life. I'm never ashamed. I want this life. I'm changing the game. I want this life. They gon' remember the name.